Hello everyone, and welcome to the fourth broadcast of the Armco News Network. We're coming to you live from our headquarters on board the Aurora-class dropship, the Lonely Air. Today we're going to be going into two particular topics which are of major importance. For the first one, we're talking about a possible change to the command structure. According to Captain Shack, we are getting reports from him that there will be a change to the command structure, mainly the addition of multiple volunteered subcommanders. As all these positions will be volunteered for, no one will be forced into this role. This most likely comes due to the fact that Armco has been rapidly growing, and due to our communication system, as though we are highly independent, everything is still largely centralized on the Endurance, resulting in the vast majority of information having to be compiled and organized before being sent throughout the rest of the fleet. This inevitably means that should the Endurance be taken down, that will be a massive blow to our communication, not to mention the loss of information as well as the massive workload on the Endurance. And as the fleet grows, the workload gets bigger and bigger and bigger. As such, the sub-commanders would be responsible for taking off the load, and especially in combat, each should be responsible for their own given sector, with each sector commander gathering data, compiling it before sending off the complete version off to Captain Shack and the Endurance for final completion before being sent back out to the rest of the fleet. However, this would be a massive change towards the complete structure of Armco and may cause a large amount of problems should this be implemented into our next operation. As such, in order to mitigate the potential growing pains, Shack is indicating that there will be a so-called demo operation soon. This operation would be a smaller scale operation with a handful of unit types, most likely for budgetary purposes. This smaller op would allow the testing of the new system without causing too much problems both to the unit and towards Armco as a whole. While no new information about this operation has come forth, besides the fact that there may in fact be a limit on what type of units are allowed, with some of the major ones being power armor, dropships, and SPGs, with others possibly also not partaking this demo operation. But again, the majority is somewhat unconfirmed. While Shack has given information about this is still ultimately up in the air about whether or not this will actually happen. As such, this may in fact be completely useless, as this may in fact not happen. But should this happen, this will potentially cause a major effect in Armco, hopefully for the better. Moving on to a more important topic, one that concerns us in the here and now, would be a reported coffee shortage throughout the entire fleet. While some higher-ups may have expressed concern about this information leaking out, with others outright claiming that it's not true, and I say that, screw that, you guys deserve to know the truth and what's really going on. According to some sources, such as the AIB, they are claiming that there is in fact no coffee shortage, and that this is all fake. Though there have been some mixed reports from them, one of them claiming that despite the disinformation of the coffee shortage, there would be a reduction of coffee rations to be reduced to about 1/3 of the original amount. When questioned about this, they did claim that this was because of a clerical error, and they're simply restoring it to the proper amount. This naturally has caused many raised eyebrows, and throughout our investigation we have indicated that this shortage is very real as coffee is running out. Lonely Air, which traditionally had about 10 tons before the operation started of raw coffee beans processed, we are officially at minimum capacity and are not capable of sharing with the rest of the fleet anymore, according to our captain. Additionally, we are getting several indications that due to this coffee shortage, many captains are attempting to hide their coffee from any investigators, only maintaining their official amount while hiding a large amount of their own personal gains, intended to be used for them alone and not to be shared. However, that part specifically is unofficial and most likely is not actually true, as we do have credible reports from many of these captains that all their supposedly hidden coffee reserves are simply more than mislabeled or have disappeared, as we have found little evidence of anyone containing secret stashes of coffee. In unrelated news, multiple ships are reporting malfunctions, forcing them into large-scale lockdowns, preventing any inspectors from boarding their ship in order to investigate against the false allegations that there are contraband coffee on board. Additionally, there has been upscale of trading of a undisclosed liquid substance which seems to be being traded throughout the fleet for multiple equipment, ranging from simple things like ammunition or full-on weapons of war plus ammo. And finally, we are getting reports that once again our supply shipments have been delayed, so expect more rationing of coffee. Though again, according to the officials, they claim there's still coffee, but we all know they're lying. So y'all gonna have to wait for more official coffee to arrive, so until then, stay tight and don't let the inspectors anywhere near your miscellaneous cargo and equipment. And with that, thank you all for tuning into our broadcast. We'll be bringing more news and updates whenever possible, so stay tuned as we're bringing in information as fast as we can get it. For Armco,